Fire white, fire white, fire white, fire white, fire done, fire done, fire done, fire done. Amber, 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 Kelly, 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 Kelly. And take your IBM ideas with you. What? Don't look at me like that. That's how I'm feeling. Shout out to everybody out there. Welcome to Angry Fan Sports. Subscribe to the channel, like the content. You know what? You know what I was just thinking, bro? We watched Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston make WNBA history. Two teammates, both 30-point double-doubles. Now, I'm not saying that's something they'll do every game, every other game, 7 games out this season. I'm not saying that because that's extremely hard to do. One player getting 30 is enough, let alone 2. All right. But it really opens your eyes. Like, they mesh well. Now, I'm not saying Aaliyah Boston is perfect, same way Caitlin Clark ain't perfect. But they complement each other well. That pick and roll is dangerous, y'all. It's dangerous. The defenses do not know what to do because you can't leave Clark open, and now you got AB hitting threes. And she can roll. And let's be all the way real. Clark is a good finisher at the rim also. To be a guard, she actually is. I've noticed that. Like, yo, she don't fold under pressure. She might miss here and there, but she really doesn't miss when she's by that rim. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's fair that they came and picked this organization up, and now we got all these new people who came here after them, minus Dunn, and now we have all these problems. If anybody was loyal to the Indiana Fever, it was Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, in my opinion. Straight up. Yeah, Kelsey, you was loyal. You was getting paid top dollars. You was a ball hog. I don't really feel that sorry for you. Because here's the thing about it. I can clearly see from how you play now that that's how you've been playing. And it makes sense now why your record was the way it was. I don't even think it was because of talent. I think you generally just don't know how to pass. That's why some of your passes are nasty. They go out of bounds. They be turnovers because you're not even used to doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you're only being a ball hog all over again now is because you let Stephanie White get into your head, because you got to understand this is not about you, Kelsey. If Stephanie White cared about you, she would have tried to get you to Connecticut. She would have tried everything in her power to get you on her team. She's picking you on divide and conquer because, 1, you're a ball hog. 2, they feel pity for you because you've been here for so long. And 3, the most important is she don't like Clark. She don't want Clark breaking all these records, including hers. That's the only excuse that you can think of here for why she makes these moves that she makes. Taking the ball out of her hand, throwing away the pick and roll, taking out because of defensive purposes. Did y'all realize last game when Kelsey Mitchell foolishly got the ball and tried to go for a shot which resulted in a turnover and Skylar Diggins hitting the 3? Did y'all watch when Clark went to the bench, Stephanie White actually had the nerve to be talking to her with this stern, nasty look on her face? What the fuck are you talking to Clark for? Y'all are the one who drew that idiotic play up where you didn't give it to Clark. She would have got fouled 2 free throws. That's it. This is why she's not the coach for this team, bro. The simplest things she cannot do right. She's trying to do this without it being about Clark. That's a problem right there. That's already a problem right there. She's not caring about winning. She cares about winning her way. Every game we see the same thing. You see Clark coming out. We got nice pace. We up leads. Next thing you know, Clark is getting pulled the game. Now we're back to this motion offense. Now we losing the lead. Now she wants to throw Clark back out there before it's too late and hope Clark wipes her ass with baby wipes. That she just, while she's over there diarrheaing on herself because she's dropping the ball again. That's what we're now witnessing. And Clark don't even get no damn credit for it. That's insane. That's, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, you won an assistant coach in Indiana. Yeah, you played for Indiana. You're doing them an extreme disservice right now. See, the problem is, Stephanie White, you love to say experience trumps everything, which I think is lame because I don't really think that's true. I think it's actual talent. It's not experience. See, for you saying experience, now you can say, well, I've been around the WNBA for 20-something years, and I've won a championship under Lynn Dunn as an assistant coach. You think that qualifies you to be one of the best, the smartest people in the WNBA because that's your experience. I don't trust your court vision. Matter of fact, I don't trust your experience over Clark's knowledge of the game. I don't. I think anybody does is a fool, especially when you haven't even won a championship and you've been trying. So it's not like you haven't had the opportunity to win one. What are we really talking about here? Let me ask y'all a question. If y'all think Stephanie White's such this great ass damn coach, why everybody left Connecticut? Why didn't Alyssa Thomas stay? Why DeWanna Bonner, she's all don't know what to do, and you done convinced her to come to Indiana? Why Dejanay leave? Why did everybody leave Connecticut if White is such a great coach? Wouldn't they just stay? Did you ever think about that? Maybe she's not the greatest coach. I mean, we're seeing it with our own eyes. Her excuse for Clark, she literally sat there and said, you have to listen to this idiot when she talks, all right? She literally sat there and said, oh, it's hard because Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell had the ball so much in their hands last season. So it's hard to just implement Clark having the ball again. In 2023, Clark was not in the WNBA. Kelsey and Aaliyah had the ball that season too. In 2024, Clark came and she had the ball from pretty sides, and we was magnificent. What's so hard about giving her the ball? She looks for any excuse to do the lamest shit to Caitlin Clark. And see, this franchise is not going to be a winning franchise at all as long as this keeps happening. And I just don't think it's fair that now, in order for us to see Clark happy and play again, she potentially has to leave Aaliyah Boston and Lexi Hall. I think that's weird as fuck. I'm not liking it. And another thing I don't like is I'm noticing how people are looking her off more and more. Sophie, you've gotten extremely comfortable with looking Caitlin Clark off. I don't know why you do it. I don't like that you do it, but you're doing it. Aaliyah, I don't really see Aaliyah Boston looking her off like that, to be honest with you. Kelsey, you don't even pass her the ball. Forget looking her off. I don't think you pass the ball generally in regular games to her anymore. Like, your head done got so pumped up. And it's just like, we get it. You made it to the second round last season. Your body gave up on you. We all felt bad. We all seen you give it your all. That don't mean that you're the first option again. You're the third option in all reality, bro. It's Clark, then it's AB, then it's you. And if you don't like that shit, I feel like you should just go somewhere else because you had that option and you chose to come back and stay. You chose that. This ain't the Kelsey Mitchell show. This needs to be the Caitlin Clark and AB show. Straight up. Play your role. You're not a role player, but you ain't the star player. You're the third of the big three. You're the third. And you should be okay with that because you still be getting your little 15 to 20 points. That's all you care about anyway. Last night showed that in all reality. You need to be happy Clark saved your ass. Clark and AB, once again, saved y'all asses. And you see them in the locker room. I don't see Stephanie White congratulate Caitlin Clark. How the fuck do you not congratulate somebody who just gave you 32 points and 12 assists and the reason why you've won your last two games? Your last two. You barely could congratulate her for the Washington shot. Yeah, big shot, CC. And moving along. Let that happen, Kelsey. Let that happen, Kelsey. You would have had a crown delivered to her at the press conference table for her to wear. We see right through Stephanie White bullshit, bro. That's why they got to go. And we know it can't just be Stephanie White at this point. We done seen the smear campaign from Lynn Dunn's friends. So we know the whole organization is behind it. They came here for the wrong reasons. Get rid of the Golden Girls. Get them out of here. Shout out to everybody old out there. I'm sorry. Get rid of the Golden Girls at this point in time, bro. All right. They don't know how to keep up to pace with these other teams at this point in time. These other teams have gotten better. All these other teams have gotten better. We don't got time for foolish mistakes. We don't got time for petty coaching. We don't got time for that. We don't. If the Indiana Fever aren't going to win the championship, they're not going to win the championship because they just weren't playing good. I don't think they should not win the championship because we got a coach who's a fucking retard. They ran that pick and roll all game last game. Could not be stopped. So why did this idiot take it away? I told y'all since last season I've seen through her bullshit. Something was weird with her. Something was really weird with her. Look at how she's running behind Caitlin Clark. She literally said a few weeks ago, I just want Clark to go out there and have some fun and, play her game because she missed last season. You're not allowing that. So why say that? Why say you just want her to play with joy if you're not allowing that? Come on, man. Reality is she got to go, yo. She got to go, yo. And I don't think we should be wasting a whole fucking season for us to realize she ain't the coach. We can see that already. I keep telling y'all that playoff run was a fluke. You see how we running around 500 now? That's how we're going to be all season, yo. And that's how we was last season. It was. Y'all let the injuries fool y'all. We were actually upgrading. Sydney Colson can't run no fucking team. She ain't no good backup point guard. Salute to her. She's cool. She's not a backup point guard. So a lot of these injuries we got were actually upgrades, bro. They were. It was a fluke we got past Atlanta, bro. They ain't that good of a goddamn team. You act like we got past the Aces the first round. You know what I'm saying? Or the Mercury. Well, what was the Mercury? Because they play terrible now. But you act like we got past a good team the first round. No. We got past Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard. Two good players, but they didn't have a good constructed team, I feel like. They didn't. Or they would have won. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on my F. Stephanie White and the front office campaign. I don't think, like a lot of us are sitting here, we're playing for apps. People are going to games. People are getting the merchandise. Like, what are we? I'm wearing an Indiana Fever hat, for God's sake. I'm from New York. What am I wearing an Indiana hat for? We're showing the support the best way we can, and Stephanie White goes out there and feels like, who cares what the fans think? Oh, I'm trying to win, and I got to answer to the organization. We're not winning, though. You didn't bring a winning mentality here. You brought a toxic mentality here. You brought a fuck Caitlin Clark mentality here, and you showed your hand, and we all can see it. I've been saw it, but we all can see what you're doing now. It's blatantly clear, and we can clearly see that the Golden Girls over here who ran to get their hands on the money and whatnot, they're in on it. So y'all all should go. Y'all should all actually feel disgusted in all reality that y'all literally destroyed this franchise. They are damn near giving tickets away at this point because of y'all. Nasty work. So we got to get them out of here. We got to get them out of here. Fire White. Fire White. Fire White. Fire White. Fire done. Fire done. Fire done. Fire done. Amber. 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 Kelly. 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 Pack them the fuck up and get them out of here. I'm out. 1.